citizens across the nations of the world. I want to welcome you to today's segment titled The Power of Purpose. We just did a small research about the things that is happening in the world today. Why are more problems in the world than solutions? Why is it that people are going through things that they're not supposed to go through? So we have gone around and we discovered that many people are walking out of purpose. That is why we designed this very particular topic in this segment in order to touch a lot of life. So what is this all about? How purpose? I want to begin by saying that men of purpose are men of impact. Those who were able to discover the purpose for their existence are making impact tremendously on the earth today. Just like the problem that has caught the world up today, called COVID-19 pandemic. If you look very well, you will discover that only few are trying to make certain donations, trying to relieve life that majority are suffering from. It does not supposed to be so. It's supposed to be in a way that as this problem comes, if many are working on purpose, everybody will be able to cater for himself, not depending on various individuals. So we are going to discuss this power of purpose so that you'll be able to know where you fall in, to take the bull by the horn, fixing your life the way it's supposed to be, so that you will stop blaming the corporations, the government. If only we can see that we are working out of purpose, that is why we go about blaming in every issue that we come across. And that is not the way life is supposed to be. Just like this phone, if you watch out this phone is meant for a purpose. One of the purposes of this phone is to make a phone call. But it's beyond making a phone call. If only you can lay your hands on the manual of this phone. Because every product is being done by a manufacturer. The manufacturer brought out a manual that will be used in order to know how to utilize the phone. Just to maximize the utilization of the phone, you have to know the manual. You have to go through the manual, understand the manual, and understand how every app functions in the phone, so that you'll be able to use that phone in order to impact the life that you're living. Because purpose is all about impact. Many will get a phone and they will use it only for phone calls. But the phone goes beyond phone calls. The phone has been summarized to a globe where you can do everything you want to do with your phone. So those who are able to go through the manual and know how to make use of it will even live a better life than those who only use phone for phone calls. So that is what we mean by purpose. That is why Martin Luther King Jr. says that if anyone has no purpose for living, he is not fit to live. Just like when you use a knife, a cutlery or kitchen knife to go and cut a big tree, that would be a mockery of that very knife, because that small knife cannot cut the big tree, because it is not designed to cut a tree. You need to look for the knife that can cut that tree. So that is one thing that we have to understand about purpose. Many people suffering today is because majority are living out of purpose. Then what is this purpose? In a nutshell, purpose is discovering what you are created to do. Purpose, discovering what you are created to do. And doing what you are created to do is what makes you to be where you are created to be. Many of us today only look at, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want in 10 years, I want to be here. So for you to be there that you want to be, it is only possible if you are walking according to what you are created to do. If you're walking out of purpose, it will be difficult. In this part of the world, Africa, majority always believe in religions that when things are not working, you have to try this. If this one is not working, you have to try this. That is when you are walking out of purpose. Because discovering your purpose will only make you to know that for you to do something and it's not working, it means that you have not acquired the necessary skill that is needed for those things to work. Even the Bible made it clear that in the book of Proverbs chapter 24 verse 10. Proverbs chapter 24 verse 10 says that when you fell or when you faint in the time of difficulty or adversaries, it simply means that your strength is very small. So it did not say that when you fell that you cannot come up again. Your strength being small simply means that you need to acquire necessary skills that is needed in your area of endeavor so that you'll be able to achieve what you want to achieve. Let me tell you, it is better for you to put in more effort in investing in your skill so that whenever you come out, you will always emerge as the star in your field. That's why today we have few stars than participants in every event of life, because only those who are able to discover the purpose why they are created to exist on this earth are the ones who made it possible. Just like the way we are today, we are being created by God, not by our parents. Thank God for our parents. They are the channel through which we came into this world. But God is the one that formed and molded us. God created us to come on this earth. That is why some of the parents, they made mistake trying to force a child to do what is not of his life. You see that when that child comes up, the life that you impacted or you force him to live will make him to be a boring person. That person will not be active. All you need to do is to guide the child to discover the purpose why he's created, where his giftings, his natural endowment or passion falls, so that he'll be able to walk in that direction to see how he can maximize the life which God has given to him. So whatever we do today, if we are doing it out of purpose, we are only living a life of frustration, because at the end you will not come out accomplished. So how do we identify our purpose? There are three ways that we can identify our purpose. One of the ways is what is called vision. We call it vision, or you can call it visionary encounter. That one directly comes from God. What is vision? Vision is just the ability to see God's purpose and plan for your life. That is vision. If you're able to identify the purpose and the plan why God made you on this earth, it will be easy for you. But outside vision, there is another one called natural endowment. If you are not able to see what God has designed for you, you still have two other opportunities in order to live a fulfilled life. Your endowment, which is the talent or gift, there is something that God has embedded in your life, which always turns you on without stress. That's why in the field of play today, there are some children when they are being given birth to today. If you are trying them to pass through education, what they only see themselves when they get to school, they will start playing football. That is the endowment in them. That is the talent or the gift which God has given to them. There are some students today, whenever they go to school, they will start playing drums, using their chairs to play drums. So if you discover some of these things, all you need to do is to channel their strengths in that direction so that they can emerge a star. That is how you can discover a star. So if we are not able to see that one, you still have another opportunity, which is called passion. Passion, just like Mike Murdock normally says, that passion is a pointer to the problem that we are created to solve. If you engage the scripture, Nehemiah, he didn't see any vision. He was not working on the gift which God has given to him, but he had passion for his people. The affliction that the Israelites were passing through, he was not comfortable with it. So he sees himself as somebody who will be able to solve that problem so that life of people will be impacted. They will be liberated from that affliction. That was when Nehemiah came in. When he came in, even the king that he was serving, because he was a cupbearer to a king, he has no right to tell the king certain things. If not, they will kill him. But because it was a passion, what you have passion in doing, nobody can stop you if truly you are walking in that passion. So when this guy discovered it, what he did was to tell the king, and the king has to understand it. Because passion is one of the things that can pave way for anything that you want to do. It does not mean that frustrations will not come, but you need to walk beyond that frustration. You need to know that whenever things you are pursuing, it goes down, you need to acquire enough strength in order to go beyond that. So it's very, very crucial that we discover the passion we have for something. Like many people today, what you see them doing is ambition. Because somebody is doing this, they want to do it. Somebody is doing this, they want to still do part of what the person is doing. You cannot impact life. You cannot go and make a difference. For you to make difference, you need to ensure that you are either working on the vision which God has given to you by discovering that vision, or you work on your giftings or talents, or you go about passion. Because passion is one of the things, or one of the ways which you can discover who you are. So try to take your time, work on yourself, knowing fully well that there is no time that is late for you to work on yourself. If you're able to work on yourself, you see that things will work as expected. So that is what we are trying to tell you. And very soon we'll be releasing our book on power of skill, because it is a skill that showcases the stardom in you. Many people are doing things they are not called to do. But when you listen to this very message and be able to engage and find out the things that you need to do, it will be easy for you. Getting this book that will be coming, it will enable you to work on purpose. And getting this book, it will help you a lot. It's going to help you a lot. It's going to help you to know what you are supposed to do. It will going to help you to discover your purpose. It will going to make you to have direction on how to live this life that you're living. It's going to make you to emerge a star. Because everyone is a potential star. But you have to do the necessary things that is required for you to emerge that full star that is in you. Make sure that you listen to this program. Engage yourself. Put yourself together. As this book comes out, it's going to benefit you. You don't need to lose hope, because no matter what you have passed through on the earth today, there's still a hope for you. You still have a chance, but we don't live our life by chance. It's all about discovering purpose, walking on purpose, living on purpose, and you see things working for you. Try to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. That is where you can be getting more of our updates. I thank you and challenge you to look for what you are supposed to do. I want you to understand that without discovering your purpose, it will be difficult for you to make a difference in the life that you are living. It is good that you discover assignments which you are called to do on this earth, and it is in your purpose. As you discover this, you will be a new person and you will make a difference. Watch and see how it's going to be. Make sure that you engage all these things that we have said, and you will see a difference manifesting in your life. Thank you very much, and keep watching.